All right, everybody. I hope this is working. We're going to find out here really quickly. But I hope everybody's doing well. Very excited for our first live stream in a long, long time. Let me see if this is working. Can you all hear me good? I hope so. Let's see if it works. I think the background audio is a little. Let's see, turn that down. I apologize. Can you all hear me good? Music's too loud. Yes, I was bringing that down. This is my first time on this computer, so I apologize. It's been like 10 months. Let's see if this works. Can you all hear me better now? Thank you all for your patience. Let's see. Still a little loud. I'm gonna bring her down. What's going on, everybody? Aviation, LAA, Dreamliner Fan, Beaver, Alta. We got Mikey. We got Michael, Green. Aviation Boy. How's it going, everybody? It's coming down. Hopefully it should be a little bit better now. I apologize. Thank you all for continuing to be patient with me as we get it together here. And I'm going to put this on Instagram, and then we're going to get going, and it's going to be fun here. I'm going to tell you all kind of what to expect with live streams moving forward and some of the other items that we got to discuss today. So should be better. Did we need any lower, or are we on point? It should be pretty close. Happy early Christmas to everybody. It's a week from today is Christmas. How awesome is that? Very excited. All is well over here, everybody. We got plenty to catch up on. I'm really excited to get back into the live streams just because of how fun it is to interact with you all and whatnot. And I got a new webcam since all this too. Did I? Yeah, okay. I think I turned on all my lights. I apologize if it's still a little dark in the background, but I'll work on getting some additional lighting for back there in the future. But how's it going, everybody? Oh yeah, the GeminiJets December releases were today. That was super fun. From the December releases, I plan to get that JetBlue A220. Very excited about that, and there's definitely some other ones there that I'm considering, like the Delta 727, TWA 727, and of course the American 333. Can't forget about that either. So yeah, it's going to be fantastic. But yeah, feel free to ask. What's up, Stars? Good to see you, buddy. Feel free to ask any questions that you have. My plan for this live stream is we're just going to literally have a Q&A, and then I'm going to give you all a brief overview of what to expect moving forward. What's up, B767? Great to see you. We're going to discuss what to expect in 2026, and then also the two formats of the live streams. We're going to have or we might end up having three. We'll just see what you all like. But we'll definitely return to the release reaction streams for everybody that's not GeminiJets NG and the 3D design deck. I'll start doing releases there. And then we're also going to have live streams of plane spotting content moving forward to make that a little bit more efficient, getting through all that, since I have literally tens of thousands of photos to look at. And in addition to that, we're also going to just get a good, back and forth on that, because I know spotting content can be really fun for y'all. So definitely let me know what you all think and all of it. I also want to let you all know that channel memberships are available. If you're interested, just click below on the join button next to subscribe. It's a great way to get involved, and I'm going to be making more exclusive content there in 2026, along with getting the content early for everybody that's a member, and other perks will be coming as well. So definitely recommend the channel memberships. And then I also want to highlight that there's going to be a bunch of really great opportunities to get involved. I hope to find some more interactive content on my channel in 2026. And then I also want to continue to expand upon what we started in 2025, collaborating with all the really cool model aircraft companies. So that's going to be, Wildcat Diecast for retailer, and then for the printing companies for 3D, we'll have, Tarmac Designs, Jet Set Models, all those companies. So it's going to be awesome. So with that being said, I know I have quite a few chats to catch up with. So let me get this on Instagram here real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with these questions. Let me go ahead and read these down the list. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and address this first. This is my apartment, everybody. This is all mine. I am fortunate to be in a position now working full time that I was able to move into my own apartment. So yeah, this is the setup. It looks pretty cool. That's my kitchen back there. I'm not sharing it with anybody. That's my full kitchen. And then I have my TV right there, and I actually have a pretty cool setup. I'll show you real quick. I'm going to be using this couch to edit quite a bit and so forth. So I actually have that couch right there where I can just lay down, and I have a keyboard tray right there, as you can tell. So I just have my keyboard over there, and I'm just going to lay down and do work. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then I have dining room table and so forth over there. But if you all want an apartment tour, let me know, and I can definitely make that a reality for you all. So great question. Yes, this is my new apartment. I hope you all like it. let me get this back a little bit more situated here. So yeah, new apartments on the go. It's looking good. What else do we have here? We'll talk a little bit more, root back to that question about growing your channel. I definitely would be happy to talk about that at some point during this, so stay on the lookout. And thank you so much for the compliments on the apartment, everybody. I'm really fortunate to be in the position I am, and it's been so much fun on this channel to take you along the journey. Obviously, you know, I was with my parents for a while, and you're going to see videos there from that house still as well, of course, especially with all the models. And then I was with my grandma here during my internships at Tulsa, and then also at Airbnb in Charlotte. So it's been really cool to see the setups evolve. But this will be definitely for next year pretty permanent, and then we'll see what happens beyond this first year here in regards to my living accommodations. But in regards to working for Tulsa Airport, I don't anticipate that changing anymore for sure. Coming back to Atlanta, we will see. I definitely want to here in the near future. We will see when that's going to be. I don't think I have any plans, but I definitely want to do the Denver air connection down here 328 Dallas, Greenville, Mississippi to Atlanta. So definitely stay on the lookout for that. And I just want to make sure the camera's focusing. So that's, I'm just testing that out here real quick. I moved in and kind of got a little off kilter there. And any super chats and donations are really appreciated. Don't feel like you have to, but any support channel is greatly appreciated. So just want to make sure that everybody was aware there as well. Thank you all so much for the compliments. I really appreciate it. This is a very exciting time, and I want to inspire you all as well to be able to do what I've done, turning my passion into my career as an aviation professional now. And that's exactly what we're going to be discussing in 2026. Is we're going to have a bunch of videos in regards to how to get your foot in the door in the professional aviation landscape. Obviously, you all know that I went to school for aviation management, and there was quite a few, you know, avenues on the way to do that as well. Obviously, I had my pilot license training, and then of course, you know, I had involvement with, you know, the AAAE local chapter at my university and several other ways that I was able to get involved. So if you all would like to see videos there, please let me know. And I'm glad to see 12 of you in here today. Thank you all so much. Please feel free to share the channel. I want to make this an absolute powerhouse in 2026. I know that there's been, unfortunately, several content creators, especially in the model aircraft landscape, that unfortunately are not quite as active as what they once were. So I really want to close that gap and do the best that I can to continue to, you know, obviously fill the void. And I will turn up the music here just a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, I do need to get some decorations going. I was just thinking about that. Like, I don't have any models or any of that in here. I put them all in my office at work. So I definitely need to clean it up and put up some, you know, aviation pictures. I was about to print some of like my solo and flight training, and then of course of the model aircraft and whatnot for the model airports. So definitely gonna put some up for sure. I appreciate Beaver Aviation. I really appreciate that. And then, yes, I definitely want to make these career videos for you all. I think it's really important to, at least at the very least, show you all my journey and how I got to where I am today, but hopefully give you all a practical application to get to this point as well. Again, I was just like all of you watching, you know, GeminiJets 13 and GeminiJets 333, and just like, this aviation deal is really cool, but this deal has turned into my career. So I'm very fortunate for that. And I really want to let you all know of all the opportunities out there. Of course, you have airport administration, you have airport operations, you have airline operations, airline administration, you have dispatching, you have air traffic control, you have crew scheduling for airlines. The avenues are endless in regards to, obviously, the involvement of what you can have in aviation. So I want to make you all aware of those opportunities, and that's definitely a goal as we continue to move forward. So definitely stay on the lookout for that and have fun with that Aviation LAS and ACLM 2025. Those are going to be great. And yeah, it is tough with work and of course all that, right? So it is really challenging to get that consistent groove. And, you know, live streams on my channel are a great example of that. You can also look at, you know, situations like my, you know, various series that obviously are a little hit or miss at times. Pop that down just a little bit here for y'all. So there's obviously going to be plenty of involvement. Yeah, I finally focused on my face better. That's awesome. So yeah, it's going to be fun. And then yeah, man, I'm wishing you the best on your private pilot side, Green Eye fan, whenever that's able to happen. That's going to be an awesome accomplishment for you. You've done a great job. So keep up the great work. It's going to be really exciting. And yeah, this is great. I hope you all are enjoying this Q&A. Just feel free to keep asking questions and having discussion, unless you all want to see any particular outlines for videos and whatnot. I have a draft here to kind of go through some talking points about, you know, what to expect on the channel, and in addition to that, kind of what my career is. But I'm enjoying the Q&A, so feel free to just continue asking questions. In the meantime, I want to see if I can get the chat box back on the screen, because I don't know where it went. It should be on there, but I don't know what happened to it. So I'm going to see if I can go ahead and add that back here real quick. When I moved over to this new computer, I don't think it properly ported all of this. There's chat box, and let's see. I don't know why it's not properly working, but we'll see if it fixes itself at some point. Okay, here's a weird question. We will see what happens with the college football playoff. This is obviously Aviation channel, but I know that all of you are interested with, you know, what's going on with all the footballs. So I'm eager to see what happens. That will be an interesting game tomorrow for sure. We'll see what happens with Georgia. And yeah, 2026 is going to be a big year here on the channel. I have several ambitions and goals that I think are really going to be meaningful to my channel and what we're going to do. We're obviously going to have the world's largest model airport series really getting underway, so I'm really excited to share that. And I also have a new airport that will be beginning in January, so excited about that. And I hope to make hopefully at least one of the three happen of the following. I want to make happen the, let's see, a military model airport, a GA model airport, and hopefully a 1-200 model airport. I really want to make all of those a reality at some point. So even if I can get one of those done, that will be a huge accomplishment. Hey, the chat box is finally working. There we go. Let's see here. So yeah, when we look at this from, you know, the pilot perspective, right? Even I wanted to be a pilot for quite some time as well, until I learned about the other opportunities within aviation. So that's what I was just talking about. The airport administration, the airline administration, you of course have the other fields as well that are involved in that. So my recommendation is to look around on the internet and see what fits what you're interested in. And even, you know, AI is a very powerful tool as well, and you don't want to use it in the wrong ways, but a right way to use AI would just be to ask it, hey, this is the aviation aspects that I'm interested in. What would you recommend to me to be a career? You know, explore all your opportunities and see what's out there. And I can give you particular advice if you're interested. You know, just bring me a list of what exactly interests you in aviation. Is it the airport administration side? Do you like, you know, airport infrastructure and what it's like to see contracts executed and so forth? Do you like airline route network planning and, you know, crew scheduling and what goes into making a flight a possibility? Do you like being with all the air traffic controllers? What do you enjoy? Those are kind of the thoughts that come to my mind. So hopefully that's a helpful answer, but yeah, just feel free to evaluate it. And let's see. And yeah, that's the deal. It's really crazy with, you know, the schedules of all these aviation jobs, right? And how all that comes together. So I hope that all of you are able to find opportunities. Even if you're not going to be an aviation professional, any involvement that you can have in aviation really helps you gain a better understanding of what aviation's all about. I had quite the learning experience this past year with airport administration, what it's like in airport operations, and I truly learned quite a bit from that. So it's really helpful. A hint for new airport, absolutely. It is going to be in a region that I do not have an airport in right now, and it's really exciting. And there was a hint from a 3D printing company about that as well. So there's some hints. Okay, I'm ready for this question here. The trip reports from recent Miami, Houston hobby, New Orleans. Advice on getting good trip reports. Just be very consistent with the flow. You don't want to make them too short. You also don't want to make them too long. You obviously want to balance it out to the best of your ability, and also have those really good prompt actions. You want your title to be a hook, meaning a grab attention statement. You want your thumbnail to also be very attention getting. You want to make it, you know, interesting and unique. And then in the video, you want to refer back, you know, in the intro, you want to say, this is what you can expect by the end of the video. This is what you'll learn by the end of the video. Phrases like that to keep the viewer's attention, definitely really going to help out. So I'd recommend those for sure. I am a pilot. I have my private pilot's license with my instrument rating, so that's going to be fantastic. It is fantastic. What am I saying? I need to get back and flying though for sure. And yeah, I hope you're doing good too, Alonzo. It's great to see you. I'm glad that you're here. So looking good, man. So glad that you're here. Stars may or may not be going in the right direction with the next model airport. And yeah, Aviation LAS, feel free to ask a question in regards to Aviation Expo 2026, which you're not going to miss Aviation Expo 2026, everybody. It's going to be so much fun. We'll take a look at the website for that. But anyway, just go to aviationexpo.org, get registered, and get all your information, get your hotels booked. And I definitely recommend checking all of that out. It's going to be such an amazing time. We're going to have so much fun. So definitely get ready for Aviation Expo 2026. And once again, I just want to make sure, since there's some new viewers in here, that everybody's aware. I do have channel memberships now. They're going to be fantastic, and it's going to be a great way for you all to get involved with me. So definitely check that out with the join button next to subscribe. So some channel memberships are here. And then also, if you're interested in supporting the channel, you're welcome to super chat anytime. I really appreciate that. All of it's really, really appreciated. Music a little loud, I can fix that. Okay, that should help. I'll turn it on just a little, just in case. And if I want to be flying again, let's see, you might as well get my biannual flight review done with CFI. Yes, I do need to get my flight review done for sure. I'm deficient, very deficient. So glad that GeminiJets isn't deficient, but I certainly am. So I have a long ways to go before I'm going to be doing any flying by myself again, that's for sure. And yeah, stars, you might be on to it. So glad that the hints were helpful, and that will start in January. So very excited for that. Actually, the guy just messaged me with the 3D printing on my phone right here. He was telling me that it's going to be arriving sometime this week. So there we go. Very stoked about that. It's going to be a bunch of fun. Hey, great to see you, Beaver. I hope you take care. Thank you so much for stopping by. And again, if any of you, just whenever you come in and out, feel free to say so. I like to acknowledge everybody when I get a chance, of course. So don't feel like you're undervalued by any means. You certainly are valued very much here on my channel. So, and I want you all to feel that way because, you know, when I was growing up, right, I certainly felt, you know, a sense of, you know, independence is the wrong word, but loneliness in aviation. I don't want any of you to feel that way. So I really hope that all of you feel welcomed here, and anytime that I can help any of you out, please don't hesitate to ask. I really enjoy contributing back, and you know, this is where I got started, watching people, you know, talk about aviation. I want every one of you to have that same opportunity as well. So I hope all of you feel that. So I really hope that all of you, you know, feel, if you would like to speak up anytime, you're welcome to do so. That's awesome, Aviation LAA. I'm so glad that you're coming to Aviation Expo. It's going to be so much fun, everybody. Let's just go ahead and take a look at some Aviation Expo. Let me get this prepared. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, I think I should have... Let me pull this off here. I got to put everybody back on my other monitor here real quick. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look at Aviation Expo 2026, Seattle International. July 8th through 11th. You're not going to want to miss it. The best tours, the best marketplace, the best plane spotting, the best models. It's going to have it all, everybody. I mean, it's going to be so much fun. You can push here on the register button here for a 10, and this will take you to the page. What you need to know, you can just go through here and fill it all out with fare option 1. Just $50 for the entire 4 days. Fantastic. It's going to be so much fun. I hope all of you are excited. I really am super fired up about it. It's going to be awesome. And here's another good question. Do you think a 19-year-old college student can be a flight attendant for Endeavor? I'm thinking about becoming one. I don't know what the age requirement is. I don't know if it's 21 or I might be 23. I don't know what it is, but I think there is an age requirement. But that said, getting into the flight attendant world is another fantastic opportunity to maximize your investment in aviation for not quite a college degree, right? So you don't have to go spend $80,000, for example, to go get a bachelor's degree. You can absolutely go get a flight attendant certificate, and all. I don't know if certificate's the right word, but all of the, you know, what you need to be a flight attendant for a very reasonable cost. And I know several people that I talk to regularly that have went through that exact experience. One works with American, one works with SkyWest, and they really enjoy it. So yeah, if you need contacts for those people, feel free to let me know. But I've heard nothing but good about becoming a flight attendant. Of course, you're working the same schedule as what the pilots are. So as long as you're okay with not having that consistent routine every single day, there's no problem with becoming a flight attendant. I think it's fantastic. So. And thank you all so much for the congratulations on graduating. It was a big accomplishment in my life to become a college graduate, and I'm really excited about what's to come here in the near future. You know, learning about it, and see, it's cool because on the Flighty app, I have some of these flight attendants, and one just landed at Durango, Colorado. So that's pretty cool. So that just shows you how cool being a flight attendant is. Instead of live streaming here like me, you could be out landing at Durango, Colorado right now, one of the coolest small airports in the States. So I'm telling you, there's so many great opportunities out there. We have all these ironic coincidences you obviously all saw right there with the Flighty app, and then, you know, for example, the really cool 3D printing company messaging at the same time. So it's cool to be a busy guy for sure. It's really fun. Yeah, I think that's an interesting idea for sure, Aviation LAS. I think you can gauge how many people are interested and kind of go from there and see what happens with that there. And we can discuss it more in DMs if you'd like to as well. But I think there's definitely potential there. Yes, I'm really excited about this airport. This airport actually just got a fantastic air service announcement yesterday, or I guess today technically, from a airline in the region, which I was shocked by. So I'm really, really excited to feature that. I don't know if it's going to be sustainable, but I'm really excited about it. So that's going to be cool. And yeah, feel free to continue asking your questions, everybody. I would love to continue to get your questions. And of course, throughout this live stream, I'll kind of talk you all through what I'm anticipating as well. But another note that I wanted to make as well about the live streams is that I also am not opposed to returning back to StreamYard streams, which, if you don't know, it was well over 2 years ago, probably at this point. But there's a feature on a software called StreamYard where you can get up to 6 people in a live stream at once, and I can rotate you all in and out. We can kind of talk to each other back and forth. It was really interactive and seemed like you all really enjoyed it. So I'm definitely really excited to continue to get different live stream formats out there for sure. Yeah, Seattle's going to be amazing. Super excited for Aviation Expo. And Tulsa International now has the nonstop on Alaska. I'm so fired up about that. Starts March 18th. Actually, 4 months from today, in fact, or January, February, March. I guess 3 months from today is when it starts. That's crazy. That's already coming up so fast. I'll be on that. And I do intend to take it for the Aviation Expo show, of course, as well. So that's going to be super fun. And I have not thought about doing an Oklahoma City airport update. I could. It's just very similar to Tulsa, and to be honest, I favor Tulsa pretty often. So every time I think about Oklahoma City, you know, I immediately turn my head back to what can I do to give Tulsa more praise and effort. So no knocks on Oklahoma City, just a preference, of course. What's going on March 10th, 2026? Yeah, those streams are good. I definitely want to return to that concept. They're really fun. Yes, that's right, Stars. That's right. And yeah, feel free to ask your questions. Just keep them pouring in. Any aviation question you have, or if you want to know about what's going on with CM Aviation or behind the scenes. I also want to begin doing some actual more like, you know, vloggy type content, like for portrait, like on social media. I really would like to do some of those, you know, day in the life types portraits, you know, the 60-second. I show you all that I go to work and then I come back and I show you all what I do here, you know, the jump cuts and all that. Not like, you know, a jump cut every millisecond, but like every 3 seconds. I'd like to do some of those. So if y'all are interested in that, let me know. It's obviously not going to be a moneymaker, but it would be fun just for fun, you know. Let's see. Let me first and foremost turn this one off, and then I could play an ad for y'all if y'all want to hear that. All news updates today. Okay, and now I will go ahead and play the next song. And I need to just put this on loop. There we go. All right, what others? Yeah, the interactive streams, I'm definitely interested in making that a reality. So if y'all want to see that, definitely let me know. Aren't, you know, it seems a little bit better. It seems significantly better. It may have been.